you guys doing? You are tuned in to Stay Fishy Friday. Didn't we learn about this last week?
Yeah, stop doing what you're doing. Yeah. You're killing me.
Put your legs in front of you. Not
My
to
legs
the side.
are in front of me.
No, your legs are to the side. But anyways.
How y'all doing? Love you guys. I'm so happy to be able to hang out with you guys. Tracy's fed. She's taken care of. Sheets are clean. She's all good. I can take a little break here and hang out with you guys. I love that.
Alrighty, so jumping right in, before we even started here, we had a super chat.
Yes,
I wanted
we
to
did.
address this before it gets lost in translation. So we had Miss Leslie, you touch my chair, you die.
Quit rubbing it against my leg.
Well, move it. Alrighty, so we had Miss Leslie for $2. She said, wanted to be the first one to say hi and hashtag Team Tracy. So thank you, Miss Leslie. And
I appreciate that.
Now we are caught up, because every time I sign in, I don't see any of the newer or the older chats. So our mod squad always sends me a picture of any of them that happened before the show. So
and we've got a great mod squad. I want to say that.
I just wanted to give them a big thanks.
Now, the drinking word of the night, which I cannot really drink with you guys because I've got nobody to watch Tracy, so I cannot get drunk, cannot go pass out, have fun, whatever. I cannot do that. So I've got a half a cup here and a full cup here. I can drink this with you guys, have a little fun with you, and then I have to go back to reality. So, but the drinking word for tonight is koi. Koi fish, koi, any version of saying that, because we've got a lot to talk about with koi. Consume.
Well, you can't tease them and not tell them about it.
Oh, we're going to tease them. That's what you usually do. Let me do it once.
but I'm good at it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just teasing you for a little bit because we're going to have the Tracy update, and then we'll go on to the story of the koi. And I said it again, consume, guys. It's Friday night. Glad to be here hanging out with you guys. Thank you. Okay, so you want to do the Tracy update real quick?
Sure, if you want.
Okay. Tracy now, since she came back from the hospital, the first thing that happened was they changed her trach from a number 6 to a number 8. If you guys can remember, I was having all that problem with, stuff coming out her nose, stuff coming out her mouth, stuff coming out from under the trach. It was too small. And, I was trained on the trach. It should be from 5 to 8, on this syringe filled up. It's a cuff, and it's a little air bubble that once you put the trach down in the throat, you fill that air bubble up. You start at 5 and you go all the way up to 8 if you have to. It should have been around 6 or 7 would seal it, but it didn't. I worked for 3 weeks fighting all this fluid. I thought this is how you're supposed to take care of somebody. And, now she's got a number 8 trach in to where it's amazing. There's no fluids coming out her nose, none coming out her mouth, none coming out her trach, and I just have to suction her. Every 2 hours on the hour, I suction her out. And it's so much nicer. So she's got the new trach in, which means she's much less agitated. She's not gargling and coughing and all that kind of stuff, which led to her aspirating her contents of her stomach into her lungs. That was because of the wrong size trach in her. So now she spent 5 days at the hospital. They said, well, most likely she got pneumonia. And, because that's what happens next when you aspirate in your lungs. Your temperature goes up and you've got pneumonia. There's fluid in your lungs. Well, she came back negative for pneumonia, but she came back positive for streptococcus or something. And a few cultures came back positive. So they wanted to give her this antibiotics. Well, they gave it to her. They sent her home with this antibiotics. I had to put a whole syringe of saline in first, clean it with a alcohol prep, take the next syringe of the antibiotics, put that in over a 5-minute period. And the syringe is only long. I had to put in like 2 cc's. Wait a minute. 2 cc's. Wait a minute. 2 cc's, wait a minute, 2 cc's, wait a minute. And then when that's done, after 5 minutes, I had to take this off, alcohol prep the thing, put a saline back on there, put that whole tube through, and then alcohol prep it, and then I had to put heparin in, which is a blood thinner, run it through that tube. Now, this was a pain. This was terrible. And the very next morning, her arm, from this PICC line being in her arm, was completely red all the way down almost to her wrist, and like flaming up and thick and hard, and it was hot to the touch. She had an allergic reaction. Now, I call the hospital, Southwest General. I'm like, she's allergic to latex, she's allergic to sulfa, and she's allergic to Zosa. Them 3 things. Zosa is a type of antibiotic. And they said, well, you know, we have that, and it's no problem, and everything's fine. I call Cleveland Clinic, where Tracy's normally from, and I asked them to look up this antibiotic that they gave her. And the lady on the phone says, okay, let me look that up. She types it into a computer. Big red flag comes up. No, she's allergic to this. So it turns out she was allergic to the antibiotics. And I'm pumping it into her arms. So I call them back. And I start to tell them, they're like, look, we finally got a hold of the doctor. They said bring her into the ER. I'm like, why? And they're like, well, because we don't know what's going on. I'm like, well, I do. I called Cleveland Clinic. I found out what's wrong. You guys prescribed her an antibiotic she's allergic to. I told you guys her allergic medicines, and she went through the list, and there was only 2 on there. Zosa wasn't on there. I'm like, but when Tracy came in, I told you how imperative it was for her to stay on her narcolepsy medicines, because she goes into a delusional state, and her 3 things that she's allergic to. You people did not listen to me. Now you're having me basically poison her. So her arm is red from here to here, and I have to put cortisol on there all the time, 4 or 5 times a day. They stopped giving her they made me stop. Oh, actually, Cleveland Clinic said stop giving it to her. I call Southwest General, and they're like, well, we're going to find something else to give her. It's been a week now. They found no other antibiotics to give her. No one's called me. No one's nothing. I don't know what's going on. But in good news now, her arm is going down. The redness is going down. It's not, swollen. It's not hot to touch no more. And before, if I just touch it, she would jerk her whole side. Not just her arm, her whole side. She'd be like, whoa. Now I can rub it, and she don't move at all. So it's not hurting her no more. So we're good with that. Then the next thing is she is like moving up a storm. Like, I have a hard time keeping her in the center of the bed. I have to keep her body elevated at least 30% because of this liquid diet.
30 degrees.
30 degrees. Thank you. This liquid diet, we don't want it. If she's laying down, it can aspirate back into her lungs. We don't want that. So I have to keep her elevated. Well, the problem is she moves so much, she moves down the bed. And I have to pick her up and put her back up the bed, It's a never-ending fight with me. But it's funny, it's cute, but she's doing great. She's looking so content now. She's no longer frowny facing no more. She's looking content and happy, and we're doing good. Plus, I ordered her the PureWick female external catheter. And so now I won't have to change her wrappings 6-7 times a day, only if she goes number 2. The only time. So it's going to make my life much easier, which is once a day or once every 2 days. The rest, the urine will be siphoned out and suctioned out through this female catheter thing. So life will become a lot easier after that. I think that's all. Is there any more?
Not it.
We're doing, range of motion on her. Oh, she came back from the hospital. I told these people, I am now down to only putting on her things on her hands 8 hours a day, and her things on her feet 8 hours a day, because her feet were pointing down, called ballerina feet. I got that all fixed. I leave her off all night long, only 8 hours on during the day so that there's something to push up against so she ain't pushing down. And then I have her hand things on, a couple hours a day. I told them that. They brought her back here and then gave me a bag of her belongings. She was not wearing none of this, and she was all contracted again. Her feet were pointing down, her hands were pointing in. I'm like, oh my God, I'm tired of fighting these hospitals. So I've kept their feet things on for 24 hours a day for like 3 days now, and today was the first time that I was able to actually take them out and massage her feet and get her. What are you doing, Josh?
Keep going.
Okay. And to get her to, oh yeah, you want to snap out the chat. Get her to be able to, they're not pointing down no more. They're now staying normal. And her right hand is perfect. Her left hand is still a little stressed. So, that's a little bit of a problem. But I'm keeping that hand, her right hand, I don't have to put her cast thing on at all. It's just loose as can be. She's not contracting. Her left hand is still contracted up. Now, if this hospital would just work with me, life would be so much better. They completely ignore the people and do what they think. And they're wrong. They were wrong in this case. So upsetting. So upsetting. I'm telling them what this girl needs, and they ignore me. I mean, if they were just some guy, I'd take him out back and I'd whoop his butt. Period. But they're a hospital, and they just refuse to listen to you. It's so frustrating. It's oh my God, it's killing me. But I've got her back to where she's almost as good as she was before she went in, and her trach is working great, so I don't see her having to go back to the hospital. So we're in a good place right now. And she's moving a lot more. So she's becoming more aware and more awake, because it's hard for me to keep her in one position on this bed. She's moving all around. She's curling. She's laying out. She's yawning a lot. I've never seen her yawn before. She's yawning a lot. She's doing all this. I see great progress. So I want you guys to know that even though the trials and tribulations I've gone through with these hospitals, she still has come out on top.
Alrighty. So catching
that
up.
was a good Tracy update.
It was. Alrighty. So catching up on the super chats, we have Andre for $5 asked how Tracy was doing. That he's been out for 2 months. So if you were just listening, you just heard the awesome
whole
update.
Tracy update.
So thank you for the super chat. We have James Lazarus for $20, and he didn't say anything. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, buddy.
All right.
That's awesome.
Now we have SC Aquatics. That's a strange name to be hearing.
Yeah, who's that? Do we know this guy?
For $2, he said the convicts found new homes. Koi. So
consume people.
So
I will with you.
We had given Steven some convicts, and he's been having a hard time trying to find them homes. So I'm glad they finally found a home.
If he can't find them homes, we can.
Yeah, he didn't feel like bringing them back up here.
Oh, well then why did he take them in the first place? Because we can find them homes.
Because he wanted them in the first place.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then for another $2, he said, "I'm gonna come back up, miss you guys, and koi again."
We miss you too, Steven. It's always fun when you're here, and we've done so much since you've been gone. You won't even recognize the place. This guy right here, amazing, best kid ever. Him and his brother have been working nonstop. They put up the whole roof on the back deck. They're just kicking butt. On top of just running things normally, they're doing all this extra work, and they put up the ledger bar, they put up the joist, we're getting ready to put up sheathing in the next couple days, and then the roofing, and we will have a hard roof on the back deck. Awesome. Love this guy.
So we got Redneck Aquatics for $5. He said, "This is great news about Tracy. God bless y'all. Now, Josh, you have to remember, Daddy's not a fat man no more. But he sits like one. He's skinny now."
Stop it. Wait, I just hit you for his comment. I'm sorry. I sit here, and yes, I spread my legs a little onto each side of my chair. But he rams his chair into my knee all the time.
If I turn, there should be nothing in my turning vicinity. That means you are in my...
Did you just say vicinity?
Yes, I emphasized the...
Move over one more inch, and we're good. There you go. Now you can turn. Like, no vicinity.
Vicinity.
It's a vicinity. Ouch.
Now we've got Robert Walton for $50. And he didn't say anything. He just wanted to donate. If you guys remember, he's the man who so kindly donated the lights for the Bellagio tanks.
Rob, them lights on the Bellagio tanks look amazing. Everybody has said it. If you've been watching the videos, you've been seeing people just tell you thank you for that. That was an amazing thing you did, brother. I so appreciate that. You got to come back over and look at these tanks. They're just amazing, colored and brightness. Remember we had the 3 lights on the one Bellagio tank and no lights on the next one? We put your 5 lights on the next one, and then it was so bright we could barely see the other tank. We had to take our lights off, put the other 5 up there, and it's like, oh my God. I cannot believe the difference. It is amazing. I'm so happy with that. Rob, you got to come over here and check these things out.
Alrighty, and CJ, I'm not going to do it, so just shush. And we got Redneck Aquatics for $5. He said, oh, and I forgot. Koi, 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 koi. He said it about 12 times. Maybe 15, possibly 20. Just drink up,
If any of you got a beer left, drink the whole beer. If you got a cup left, drink the whole cup.
So we have K-Stew for $5. He said, good news and good work, guys. Keep it up. # Team Tracy.
Team Tracy. I love that, man. Thank you. Thank you, Kay.
So we got Dave Pfeiffer for $10, and he didn't say anything. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. We'll spend that on, koi food.
So, there we go. So we have Metalhead Prime for $20. He said, Tracy Strong, we love y'all, and I promise I will make it over to see you guys next weekend. P.S. We'll bring beer.
Awesome. I was going to say, that's another name that I really like. You know, We Hate Stupid People. That's a great name. Metalhead Prime. That's a great name.
You know what name I hate and I despise and I ignore people who call me it?
Oh. Okay. I'm allowed to call him Pumpkin Boy because I have raised him since he's been my little Pumpkin Boy. But he really does not like to be called Pumpkin Boy. So if any of you, which people have done, thinking it's funny, thinking it's a joke, message him, says, hey, Pumpkin Boy.
I don't answer. I don't answer.
He does not answer you. I'm sorry.
I ain't going to do it.
He's a grown-ass man now. Gotta love this guy.
All right. We have Eric Headage for $5. He said, how's Pittsburgh and Lavaca? Did they get
Eric, how you doing, buddy?
So after we had to split up the romance, Vaca kind of went on a hiatus and would not eat.
The cops were called. There was what's that called? Domestic violence charges. It was all bad.
After we split them back up, Pittsburgh waited another 3 days before he started eating again. Mm-hmm. Now he's back to his same old lovable self.
His tail's starting to grow in. His lip has grown back.
Vaca went on a hiatus and would not eat for the last week and a half.
Week and a half, yeah.
And yesterday, Will Star was over, and he's sitting there, pointing, trying to mess with Vaca. And Vaca comes up, pulls her beak out, and tries biting his finger.
Through the glass.
I'm like, do that again. And she did it again. And then I went over there and she tried eating, and I'm like, now you're ready to eat. And I threw food in there, and she
chomped it down.
Attacked it. So she's back eating again. I don't know why she stopped. Maybe she got, pissed off that I moved her again, and she wasn't in the pretty tank, and she couldn't pick on Pittsburgh no more. Who knows? But they are all
never getting involved in a domestic violence.
So essentially, Vaca's going to go in Pittsburgh's cube. Pittsburgh's being moved up to the other Bellagio. And that will
The
be the plan.
community Bellagio or
Yes.
the cichlid Bellagio?
The community Bellagio.
Not the cichlids, because they come from the same area.
Because we've already had Pittsburgh in the 1,000-gallon. We know it was fine. Nobody picked on him, and he never messed with no one.
And then we had Pittsburgh in with the Frontosas, which are also from the same area.
See, I wanted
But he
to do...
picked after the Frontosa. There was. He killed the one, and he kept on biting the tails off the others.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I remember wanting to put the Frontosas in there, and I remember we never did it. You decided you wanted the guppies.
No. We had the Frontosas in there, and you guys all got to remember this. This is where he has memory things. We had the Frontosa in with Pittsburgh. We had to remove all the Frontosas because he killed one, and he was biting and nipping all the tails of the others. We then took the Frontosas out and put the guppies in. And he never bothered any guppies. They were too small for him.
I don't know. Moving on. You can read that next one because I'm going to not read it.
Hold on, okay, let me see it. What is it?
Keep going down. Keep going down. There you go.
I'm going. Where?
Keep going down. You'll see a
Okay.
big blue box. There are you. Nope, keep going. You're way up. You're way up there. Keep
Am
going.
I?
Alrighty. So while he gets caught up, there you go.
I'm sorry, buddy. Let's go with that. South Oz GT79 says, gave us $2. It says, "Hey Pumpkin Boy." Now his name is actually Punkin, Punkin boy, but I'm the only one allowed to call him that. So sorry, buddy. He won't read that one. Josh, I love you. He's just like the cutest little kid ever.
Alrighty, so we got Von Yenzer for $20.
He was just here. He just visited. Yes.
He said, "Next time the wife and I come up, I totally plan on taking Big Rich up on the offer of swimming in the monster pond. We will bring more good beer for Josh, and Josh is also the ultimate fish netter. Hashtag Team Tracy."
We had a good time when you were here, buddy. And of course, you should have swam with the fish, but I get it. You can come back, you can swim with the fish, and it's a video opportunity, taking your phone underwater, whatever. I've got the GoPro 7 we can put underwater for you. Memories, it's the best part about life right there. Thank you. And anyways.
Alrighty, don't mind if I butcher this name, but it's kind of some weird, funky font there, so I don't really know what this says. It says Oaha Aquatics for $3.
Oaha Aquatics.
Says, "Hello, huge fan. Keep up the good work."
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, your font's a little bit different on there than it is on my phone. On my phone, it's like
Let me see.
weird.
Oh yeah, definitely different. I can read it here.
Yeah. All right, K Stu for $5 said, "What if you put a small stingray in the Bellagio with the African cichlids? If not, what would be a random fish you have that would go good with them?"
We could do that, but here's the thing. We keep our baby cichlids together because we have to feed them the same thing to make them grow, which is different than feeding other fish to just let them live. So our baby, not cichlids, baby stingrays are together.
We also can't call it an African cichlid tank if there's stingrays in it.
Right.
We have to keep everything in there African. So right now we have the Africans with the little Synodontis cats. We thought about adding plecos in there, but they're from South America. Can't do it. But we will find some other stuff. There are Niger cats and African draft cats. You can even do dwarf draft cats. They'll help out clean up the tank, and they're also from Africa. So should be good to go.
Well, this Bellagio tank has now cleared up and is sparkly and just beautiful. You guys had said something about why are the filters in the front? Well, we have two FX5s on there. You got to understand, we brought over the African cichlids out of the 350 gallon and put them into the 1800. And then we put the same filters that were on the 350 gallon onto the 1800 to be able to sustain life. This gives us time because you people want a video every other day and keep asking. So now we can put the fish in and sustain life while we're plumbing in all the plumbing to the new filtration. And then the new filtration, we have to get used bio balls out of other filters and put them in there and then get that up and running. Then we can eliminate the two FX5s up front. I mean, to me, it's common sense, but a lot of people are asking, why are them filters there? So maybe, you know, they didn't see the other videos. Maybe they didn't hear us explain it. It's okay. I'm just saying they have to be there to sustain life until we get the new filtration in and plumbed. Now, if we would have waited to plumb it in, get the filtration in, do all that, then put the fish in, you wouldn't have got a video every other day. We're working our butts off nonstop, constantly, so that you guys got videos and can see us, you know, updating. So if you have to put up with a couple of filters in front of the tank for now until the main filtration gets put in, bear with us, guys. We're working. We're trying here. This man is working his butt off every day, all day, nonstop. You know, when he's not working, he's here working.
About 20 minutes before the show, I was just making another video for you guys.
Yes, he was. You just finished that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's video.
Tune in. What was that? Same bat time, same bat channel. That's only going to be the older people can, you know, recognize that and know what that's from.
Yeah, you're super old.
I love you, but sometimes I want to just smack you around. So.
All right, we got Mark Fenton for $20. He said, "You are amazing."
Well, I thank you. I appreciate that.
No, but you're amazing.
Yeah.
You're all amazing.
You guys all are amazing. The fact that you want to help us with our mission to help and save and you know, we don't just save fish. We help the fish community. You know, people call and, you know, I get this nice old lady calls and says, "Oh my God, my fish tank cracked and my fish are in the bathtub. Can you please come save them?" Well, of course we're going to do that. We can do that. But I ask her, what size tank is it? She says it's a 55. What kind of fish? They're all angels. Would you like to keep your fish? Yes, but I can't afford it, blah, blah. So we have, you know, certain tanks set aside that we keep for that purpose. A lot of people donate things to us, so we can donate out. So that lady, you know, I tell her, how about if I come to your house and I set up a new 55 with everything you had in it and your background, your filtration, and I take your cracked 55, and then you can keep your fish. I mean, I've had people just start crying. They're just so happy. And then I can go ahead and give that cracked tank away to somebody like with snakes or lizards or something like that. And, you know, they put, you know, fake grass down on the astroturf on the bottom and cover the crack. They don't need it to hold water. So it helps everybody out. We keep helping everybody in the community. More than just saving fish, you know. So, I mean, it's just, it's a good thing. I mean, I like doing good things for good people. And, you know, I'm surrounded by good people now. And, you know, when I ask for help, I get 20, 25 people I don't even know showing up. It puts in a good 6-8 hours a day of hard labor-intensive work at my house just because I asked and just because we're Ohio Fish Rescue. So I love all you guys, man. It's just awesome. You've made me a better person, and, you know, I can help you guys out. I will help, you know.
So I have a correction.
What's that?
It was not Oahu Aquatics, it was Ottawa. And I don't
Really?
know how that happened, but
It said
I can
Oahu.
kind of see it now. Yeah, it definitely did. So, yeah, there's no space in between the H, so if it's Ottawa, I am sorry, bud.
We're very sorry. We're sorry.
All right. And,
So sorry.
And Eric Hedditch chimed back in for $5. He said, "Dad's right, I remember. The puffer fish do good with cichlids. They move faster."
The what fish?
The cichlids, they move faster from the puffer.
Oh, yeah.
You say I have the memory problem.
I'm old, son. You're going to have to expect this.
Alrighty,
Next thing you know, you're going to have to go up to my walker and, you know, squeak the horn for me so that I can, you know, get past the crowd.
So we got Ethan Pike for $5. He said, "Have a cheers to the remainder of 2020. God bless y'all. Cheers to good fortune." And I'm gonna throw in that they're a koi for good fortune.
Koi. Good soup. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, we got Farrell's Fish Room just joined the members. Thank you very much.
And yeah, that's awesome. The members thing is going up, and you know, what you guys are doing is, here's the difference. I've been paying out of pocket to cover the electric, water, sewer, gas, food bill for these tanks forever, because it's our thing. This is what we wanted to do. I never expected somebody else to pay for us, but now that, you know, Patreon's coming in with a few $100, GoFundMe's coming in with, you know, $100 to $200, and the members thing is now coming in with some money. What you're going to do, what you guys are enabling us to do, is instead of having an empty tank, that we're not spending no money on decorations or nothing like that, we're just feeding these fish and keeping them in a bigger tank than they came from. You're giving us the availability to buy gravel, to buy driftwood, to buy things to enhance the fish's lives and turn their decorations into their natural habitat, which we saw that before as, we need to pay for the electricity, we need to pay for the water, we need to pay for food. We don't need decorations. And you guys helping out, you're stepping up the game and now letting us spend extra money that we wouldn't have spent. We called it a waste before. That now that we have, you know, some extra money, we can enrich the fish's lives. You know, so thank you very much for that. That's just amazing. So when you see Ohio Fish Rescue, you can say, I've donated, I was part of that, I helped do this, I helped do that, and we'll back you up 100%.
Alrighty, so we have Bem Cirilla, and they said, someone said they're thirst, koi.
Someone said they're thirsty, you probably didn't hit the Y hard enough. Here you go, koi. Consume with you, buddy.
Alright, we got Jeff Beatty for $100. He didn't say anything. He
No
just donated.
way. $100 and didn't say nothing. Doesn't want to be heard. Jeff, you're amazing, brother. You come by here anytime, we'll treat you like royalty. Well, we treat everybody like royalty.
So
but,
you know, we've had our heavy hitters on the super chats. We just had Von Yinzer out here. We've had Bunch in the past. So I think it's time Jeff needs to make the trip.
Right. You need to visit. You know what we should do? At least once or twice a year, have an outing here to where, you know, like a customer appreciation type day. We buy all the food and, you know, we barbecue, we have that, and they can come out and check out the tanks and hang out and maybe swim in the big pond, you know, look at the ponds in the backyard, the front yard, and just like a customer appreciation type day, you know. The people that's helped out, the people that want to see, the people that want to hang out, come hang out. We'll take care of everything, you know. Mm-hmm. I think we should do that.
That'd be nice.
Love you guys.
So we have Metalhead Prime just upgraded his membership to Arapaima. Thank you very much.
Arapaima.
Yeah, I think that's the highest level,
Is
if
it?
I'm not mistaken.
You're amazing, sir. Arapaima is some next level, I want to say SHIT, but I'm sworn not to swear no more, okay? Carla Woodstock gave me the
Did
incentive.
You say Woodstock?
I did. Carla Woodstock gave me the incentive to be a better person and not swear, because I couldn't keep the swearing apart from little kids when they're around. I didn't see them; they were behind me, and I'm swearing up like a trucker. So I've tried not to swear since, because I am more in the public eye, and I need to be able to. I inspire kids, you know, to get into the hobby. I can't be swearing. I can't be, you know, talking like a trucker at a fish convention, you know. So she made me a better person, and I'm going to stick with it and try not to ever swear. I don't mean I stub my toe and don't swear, because it happens.
Alrighty. Jeff Beatty's asking how much is it to sponsor the Bellagio cichlid tank? Well,
Ooh, we don't know because we just set it up. What?
SC Aquatics started sponsoring the 350 so he could be moved up to the Bellagio tank. So he's wanting to keep that. I can talk to him and see.
We still got another Bellagio tank though. But here's the thing:
we have the cichlid tank.
Right. We have to, fill the tanks up, which the cichlid tank is full now. All our cichlids are in there. We have to see what it costs to feed them a month, and then go through how much, water, electricity, and all that. So it ain't gonna be much more than the 350-gallon cichlid tank because it's 1,800 gallons. We just need more filtration, but we need to assess the rest of the tanks and see how much do we feed them on a daily basis, how much electric, how much we can go through all that and give us a couple weeks, guys, and we're going to have a listing of every tank of what people would pay for sponsoring them. Give us a couple days. We're in the mode.
Message me directly, and I will give you the list. I've been working as people are asking about the tanks.
We've got 4 tanks done now.
I think I have 7 done right now.
7 that are okay. See, you got to understand, we're working right now on the back deck. Once that roof gets done, we can start on the back koi pond. So that's our next thing in line is the koi pond. So we needed to get done with this deck to start the koi pond, and that's what, drinking 3 times now. So we've got so many different projects going. We have to do this one before we can even start to do that one. So we've got it now in an order. So we finished the back deck roof. We can start the koi pond. Now do you guys remember doing the koi fish? Again, consume. We had 80 koi fish? 83 koi fish. And we never sell fish, but we did this as a fundraiser. We sold them all for $10 a piece, and they were good 6 to 20 inches.
Yeah.
We sold them $10 a piece and came up with $700 because I kept giving away fish to people that bought a lot and nice people. I just pick a couple extra for free. So we sold $700 worth of fish. Now what that did was that covered the cost of the rental of the mini excavator to dig the hole for the pond. So everybody that came out here and bought koi from us now have the right to say, I helped build that back pond, because they actually did. And we have that going on. So we normally don't sell fish, but that was a fundraiser type thing, and we raised good money.
Speaking of fish, do I have a lot of fish to get rid of? I probably have about 100 or so Sajika cichlids, which are the T-bar cichlids, which are kind of sought after, but they're a type of Central American cichlid, if I'm not mistaken. Don't really get into them all like that, but I have about 100 of them here. I have about 10 Oscars that are 2 to 5 inch. I've got iridescent sharks, pacu, red tails.
Yes.
I have yet to compile a list because I've been busy, but that will be coming soon, and we'll be giving them all away.
We need to clear out space, guys. Come get your fish.
All right, so we got James Lazarus for $7. He said the last one was for Tracy. This one's for you guys. Keep on keeping on. You're doing awesome.
Aw, thank you.
Jennifer J for $5, and she didn't say anything.
No?
No. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
Jackie Hudson. She said, "Oh boy, we love koi. Koi bring joy." They sure do.
Consume twice now. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna do this real quick and show you what I look like during the day. This is the only time I pull this out at night or when I'm playing guitar and drinking. So I'm gonna throw this back behind me. And now this is what I look like during the day. This is me working. Well, there's a hair tie right here, so this is all you see when I turn. This is what you guys see. I wear the glasses here because look at these bags from working with Tracy and staying up all night, and I got to deal with her every 2 hours, so I get a half hour sleep here, an hour sleep there, half hour sleep here, and I'm forever. I don't seem like I can catch up on my sleep. All day long I'm so that's why the glasses. Not because I think I'm cool with the glasses, but it's because you can't see my eyes in the bags now,
Alrighty, so we have Fresh Jess keeps talking about he needs to get the boys to 100K subs. I do agree, but we are working on it with the help of you guys, and you keep sharing our videos.
You guys share our videos. You guys comment on our videos, and the YouTube algorithm picks it up more and shares it more.
Been a steady grind, and
yes, we're at 95,000. We're so close, bro. We're so close. I'm so excited.
You have to be talking to them. We're all so close. It's
we are. It's your community too. Yes, we are so close to having this, 100,000, subscribers. But I was told by the great Greg Woodstock, once you reach 100,000, you start growing exponentially because YouTube now takes you more seriously and shares your stuff more, and then it gets out more. So that's the reason we wanted to 100,000. We're at 95.1 or 95.2
last time I
looked. Okay. We're so close, but all I want to do is they send a plaque and it says, 100,000 subscribers from YouTube. I want to hang that on the wall for us. I can't wait. And then, if we start getting built up like that and building exponentially, that would be great too, because then, we'll be making more money from the videos that can help cover the cost of things, and we can do things, like all these other fish tubers.
If we did that, we would have to, do some monthly contest that we fly one of our viewers out.
Yeah, something like that.
Do something fun. They can go on a rescue with us.
See, you got to understand this YouTube thing is amazing. Once you get up into the the 1 million subscribers. I mean, you get up there, you're making such good money. You don't have to work ever. You know what I'm saying? It's better money than working. So once we reach 100,000 subscribers and we start exponentially growing, we can start doing things that we haven't been able to do before because, all of our money has been tied up constantly. Now if we start making money from YouTube, helping out for the rescue, we can start doing things like, planning on going to Dolphin Products and getting let's say a 30,000 gallon tank and doing everything we need to set that up. That's extra money. That's YouTube money. That's in the future when we can afford it. But I'm saying this is what we're gearing up towards, because all these other fish tubers make this money, and it's ridiculous money. You're making 1.3 million subscribers. You're making like 50,000 a month. It's ridiculous. So we're down around the $1,500 a month right now, but it's so helping out because that was money coming out of my pocket and out of my rentals, and now it's not. So life is getting easier. The more we build this, the more we can bring to you guys, the more things we can do, the more cool stuff we can do, and just keep growing. And growing is the key right there. Thank you guys. You guys have all rocked. You guys are all part of this. You guys are all family. I think you're all amazing.
Alrighty, so we got Miss Leslie for another $5. She said, any chance you could do a feeding video one of these days? I love those. Hashtag Team Tracy and koi.
We're going to do a feeding video just for you now because of that. No, we've done them in the past.
We just try not to burn our viewers out with the same
thing, right.
stuff. So people were getting, they love the Bellagio stuff, but I wanted to, sidetracked away. Now we're getting into some other things, bringing you back into some older topics, moving on.
Bringing them up to date on other things.
Yep.
And now we can do underwater videos and feeding videos, which the underwater videos a lot of people like, but just them people like it. Underwater videos don't really do well for us. And, the people that do comment on it love it. but there ain't very many comments and there ain't very many views. So they're far and few in between. We have, if you look back in our videos, probably 10 or 12 underwater feeding videos. Look back and check them out. We will bring one up soon, and we will do that. So feeding videos are coming, underwater videos are coming, because we have to make our rounds back to what people want. But the new things like the Bellagio tanks were new. This is what everyone's jumping on, and we're doing, as much as we can to keep the videos up to date for you guys, because you got to understand, we got to work too. Now I carry around my phone, and I have a video of a camera right on Tracy, so that I can walk around the house and not be in the house with her. As long as this is I can hear the TV screen. Like I'll put, Barney Fife on, Mayberry, RFD, something, any TV show, put it on there, and then as long as I can hear the TV, I know that I can hear the monitors above the TV. So I can put that in my pocket, and I can walk around outside, and I can work. If that goes dead, I'm not connected. I have to walk back into the house. So, we're trying here to get things ahead and get things done and that kind of stuff. So
moving back to a previous super chat, Jennifer J, she didn't quite get her super chat in.
No?
But it was supposed to say happy birthday, or please say happy birthday to the hubby. He is 50 today. So happy birthday, Anthony.
What's his name?
Anthony.
Happy birthday to you. Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anthony. Happy birthday to you. Now you better go treat your wife right.
And she said, big hugs for Tracy. Keep up the great work.
Aw, thank you.
So I always try and read the comments for anybody who might, have a problem like that. I try and read the comments, and if you guys missed it, I'll throw it in just like I did there. Sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. So if you missed your chance to put it in there, you can always keep commenting, and eventually I will see it and I will get to it. Trying to be fair for everyone. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
So we got Rob Holdren for $2, and he said, "Love you guys."
I love you too.
Thank you. And we got Bem Cirilla joined the members. So welcome to the members club.
Thank you and welcome.
We got IHSP for $2, and they said vibes. All good vibes this way. Like vibes.
Good vibes, brother.
Redneck Aquatics for $5. He said, "I'm not a raging alcoholic. Koi koi. I only drink on Fridays with y'all. Koi koi koi."
And that's usually the only time I get to drink with you guys. Tonight, I really can't. I limited myself to the 2 drinks, and I pre-poured them. I cannot drink after that. I liked the last Friday. I got drunk with you guys. That was fun. I'm sorry I can't drink with you tonight, but I don't have nobody to watch Tracy. I have to, I'm her caregiver. I have to take care of her. So, but thank you for that. I love that, and I would love to get drunk with you and drink with you guys, because I get one day a week where I can have fun with myself and my kid, and we're not worried about, you need to do this, you have to do that, let's go do this, let's go do that, we got this project going, it's just nonstop all week long. And then we got to feed the fish, take care of the fish, take care of Tracy. It's nonstop. To where Friday nights, this is our time to sit down and relax with you guys and drink a couple drinks. I love it. I really do. It's a great time. I just can't tonight. I have nobody to watch Tracy. So, reality sets in. But in the meantime, koi, koi, koi.
So we got Fresh Jess for $5. He said, "The quest for 100K subs. Let's get a tour of the jam room."
I can do that. I've tried doing. I did a tour of my house. I did a tour of the toys. Like the 4-wheelers, the Camaros, stuff like that. And the videos really didn't do good. People did ask for them, but they didn't do good. So they really didn't do good. Where normally we get 45,000 views, 75,000 views a video. I do a video of something like that that's not fish related, and I get 8,000 views. You know, weeks later, it's still at 10,000 views. It's just not very good. But I do understand the need to know, and you guys want to know, and I'm not hiding nothing. I will let you guys see the whole everything. You can look us up on Zillow, and you can see a walkthrough of our house and every room, and how I decorated his room in dragons, and then his brother's room in flaming guitars, and the guest room in leopard, and my bedroom, and the pool room, and the fish room, and the deck. I mean, it's all on there.
All right, so we got Rob Schilling for $10. He said hashtag Team Tracy.
I love that. You know, every time I hear hashtag Team Tracy, I think of how much people love Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, I've loved Tracy forever, but to see other people love her, you know, and then wish her well, that just warms. Wait, what's that saying? The cockles of my heart. Seriously, it warms me up. It just makes me feel good every time I hear the word Team Tracy. Go Team Tracy, or Team Tracy merch, or I see someone wearing Team Tracy. I was out, I think it was 2 months ago, and I was at Kmart. Was it Kmart? No, it was Walmart. I'm sorry. And I'm walking through there, and there's somebody over there walking with Team Tracy leggings on and his shirt. I'm just like, oh my God. You know, and I walked past them, and I'm waiting for them to recognize I'm Big Rich. They never recognized. And, you know, they were Hispanic or something. They were talking a different language. So I should have stopped them and said, hi, how you doing? But we kind of walked past, and, you know, they kept on going. But I saw the Team Tracy, and I was just like, man, I love you guys.
Mm-hmm. So we have Jess Shrimp Granny for $10. Can I bring a tent? Question mark. I remember having overnights with Girl Scouts at the aquarium, and overnight at OFR would be awesome.
You know what? We have plenty of places to stay. If you want to come out here, come on out here. We have couches out in the pool room. If you want to bring a tent, bring a tent. We don't mind. We love our people. You know, I love seeing the look on people's faces when they're looking at all these tanks, and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so blown away." You know, we get people come here that says, I came in from out of town. Thank you for letting us come here and view this. But I just came from the Cleveland Aquarium, and I paid $35 a ticket. Your place is so much better. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I don't think it is, because we don't have a tunnel, and I know they have a tunnel. We don't have a tunnel aquarium, and then they also have a small thing with
I think it has to do with, you're talking about the touch pools and stuff.
The touch pool. It's stingrays where they have corks on their stinger, and then they can reach in and pet the stingrays. We don't have that either. Those two things, minus that, everything else is better.
I think it just has to do with the quality of fish and the interaction. You go to aquarium, you don't get to feed the fish. You don't get to talk to the owners. You don't get to meet the guys that are, you know, built the place. Yeah, you come here, you know, we try and, you know, we treat you as family, and that's all there is to it. So people have a good time every time they come here. We've never had anybody come here and said, screw that place. So we have Mark Fenton join the members. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, Mark. Appreciate it, buddy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chats are getting away from me. I'm sorry, guys.
Did we miss any chats?
Nope, I'm scrolling back up. You got them.
Okay.
So we have K-Stew for $5. He said, so when is the barbecue fundraiser next summer?
Well, you know what? I don't even want to push a fundraiser. I just want to be a customer appreciation. We'll buy the food. We'll do all that. And you guys come by, hang out with us. You know, check out the tanks, all that. Everything don't have to be a fundraiser. I'd like to give back, you know. You guys have helped us so much, and way more than I've expected. You know, I thought maybe some people will pitch in and it'll help us and we'll get ahead. Now, this whole Ohio Fish Rescue thing has grown like crazy. You know, it just keeps growing. And you people are the reason. So I'd like to do an event that's not, please give us money. I don't want to ask for money. I want you guys to come hang out, enjoy yourselves, have some food, you know, check out the tanks, go swimming in the pond, have a good time, you know, once or twice a year. Like we were going to do that Jaws thing, where it's at nighttime. We turn off all the lights in the pool, put a bunch of plastic chairs in the pool, everybody sits in the pool, and we pull up the big screen, and it's a 200-inch screen, and you watch Jaws, and then we feed the fish while you're in the pool.
Or we, I was just about to say, or we don't feed them, leave them hungry.
No, don't do that.
Feed them while they're, snapping around. So we have Dart Frog 100 for $2. He said, what happened to the arapaima that Brutus picked on?
I hate to say this.
So
I hate to tell them.
Sometimes when you put fish in, things don't always work out as you plan it to happen. Now I'm going to go ahead and let him take it away.
We put, what was his name?
Bruiser.
He was 3 foot. Brutus was almost 5 foot, 4.5 foot. And we put him in there. And we watched them for like 3 hours. They were getting along fine. We fed them, because anytime you add new fish, you want to either change decorations or you want to feed them. So I fed them, and they were full. Bruiser even ate. We went to bed. We came out in the morning, and Bruiser was so messed up from Brutus picking at him and biting at him. We immediately grabbed him out of there and put him back in the pool. Bruiser lasted about 4 days and never recovered. You got to understand.
Arapaima are very
fragile. Not only that. What's the other one? Carachians, the saber-toothed barracudas.
Yeah, the shark.
If you scare these fish at all, they're very timid. They get scared, and their nerves, and they die. Same thing with Bruiser. Like Josh was saying, they're very timid. Brutus kept going after him, and we got him out of danger, and only his back tail fin was nipped up. He wasn't in no immediate danger, but he never recovered. It was the scaredness and the timidness. He just passed away. And I tried not saying nothing to nobody. I tried, but you people keep asking. So, yeah, we buried him in the backyard. He was a 3-foot arapaima, and he was one of my... He hurt. That hurt when we lost him.
Because he's such a good-looking fish, and we grew him out since a tiny little baby.
He hurt me, and I was in pain, and we buried him, and I just didn't want to talk about it no more. But so many people have asked these questions constantly that I feel I have to say what had happened. But as good as we are at keeping fish alive and healing fish, not every fish can be saved.
And that goes into another discussion. A lot of the fish that we have here, we've had for a very long time, and they are very old. It's getting to a point to where we're starting to lose some of our mascots. Like we lost Bird about a year ago. I'm getting to it. I know what you're about to say.
What?
The thing the other day in the 3000.
No, Schwarzenegger.
Oh, we'll get there. But we lost Bert. Bert was around forever.
Bert's over 20 years.
And he had passed away. That was
a
old
giant
age.
gourami is only supposed to be 12 to 15 years. He was 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It was a matter of time.
Same thing that happened with the Shimberky. They got old and died. They lived way past their life expectancy.
Oh, like 6 years
larger.
past their life. The whole school of them. Like 6 years past their life expectancy. And then every single one of them, in a passage of 2 years, started doing the same thing. They were hanging out at the bottom, and then they'd fall sideways. They were like not having no control. And then they'd swim, and then they'd go back to the bottom and fall sideways. And within 2 or 3 days, they were dead. We lost that whole school of Shimberky, but they were over 5 to 6 years older than their life expectancy.
And they were only supposed to get, a 10-inch max is what you find out on Google. These ones were 16 inches.
Yeah.
Because they lived out their life in a 4,400 gallon. But a lot of our fish that we have that are old, they're coming to the end of their lifespan. They're going to start dropping off at alarming rates. So we're going to be redoing a lot of our stock, and doing more rescue fish that we keep here on display, or we're recycling with smaller ones that we grow out.
And hence, let's get to Schwarzenegger. An iridescent shark has a life expectancy of 15 to 17 years. Schwarzenegger is 25 years old. This is a huge gold iridescent fish. He's going to pass away sooner or later. And this is going to kill me because I've had him since he was like this big. He was a little guy when we got him. And he has lived with us for so many years. I can't go and buy another Schwarzenegger. I can't go and go to a pet store and say I want a 3-foot gold iridescent shark. You just can't do it.
I've never even seen another gold iridescent shark.
Right. Well, I've seen a gold iridescent, but nowhere near that big. The problem is he is all of 36 inches and about 1.5 feet tall and about 1 foot wide. He is just bulky. He's Schwarzenegger.
So we have Tim Childs for $2. He said, giving OFR a bigger home.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that.
All right, and then we have Anthony Martinez for $10. He said, how's it going, Josh and Big Rich? Love your guys' message and mission. I hope to visit the rescue in the near future with my son. He's in love with the fish. He's only 3.
Aw. See, now we love that. He said hashtag Team Tracy. We love bringing in the younger crowd. We try and always give the kids a 10-gallon tank and, a couple of like goldfish or platies or mollies or something like that. We always try to bring in the young kids into the hobby, and it's a great thing. It is. That's our next, thing, a wave of fish keepers.
Oh, the IHSP is I Hate Stupid People. She changed her name. I told you I read the comments. Yeah, Dell just pointed it out, and she said it made me laugh out loud. They didn't catch it, but don't worry, I'm not butthurt. All right, so we have Metalhead Prime for $5. And what's Josh's choice of drink? Normally, I would say IPAs, but since I am on this new diet, I don't drink beer no more. So the only thing I can drink is vodka with the 0-calorie, 0 sugar flavor enhancers.
Crush enhancers.
Well, I don't care if it's Crush or Mio, Kool-Aid, it's all the same.
0 calories, 0
sugar.
carbs. So what we normally drink is vanilla vodka with grape crush singles. And it makes it taste like my dad's grapes that he grew when I was young. And they were these big, huge grapes, and they were so sweet right off the vine. I would just go out there and eat them. And that's what this drink tastes like.
Alrighty, and Jess Shrimp Granny for $5. And have you looked into respite care? It's where someone comes in and gives you a break.
I've heard of that. I have not gotten anything yet. We're in the process now to where I've got home health care involved. Now they're sending out a nurse once a week to do wound care. On Tracy's back, there is a bed sore that she got from Avon Hospital. So they come out once a week and do wound care. I've got a lady named Jakara. Hi, Jakara. She comes out twice a week and helps me, change diapers or bathe her. Today, she was here and she washed Tracy's hair. She made Tracy's just all clean now. Car was awesome. So, and then we've got I think that's it. That's the only things. Now I've got other people from what was it called? There's another program that's going to start if we can get approved. That they will send out a nurse 3 times a week for 8 hours a day to give me a break. And that's the one, that's the only one I really care about, because I can change Tracy, I can wash Tracy, I can, change her wound. Her wound's healing up like trifold. It's so good. Her wound is now sealed up. It's healing up. And the thing I did was, I have to keep her in like a adult diaper. So when that gets wet, her wound is right above the crack of her butt, so that gets absorbed with pee that's in the diaper thing. So I've been cutting another diaper in thirds, and I take this padding of diaper and I put the plastic against Tracy and the absorption against the absorption of the diaper. Now that all absorbs all that, but nothing touches her wound patch, let's say, and she's not absorbing into the patch all this pee and everything else. So the nurses were like, that's a great idea. That's awesome. I can't believe you thought of that. And I'm like, well, I'm just trying to keep her wound clean. And her wound has healed up so much. So now it used to be a big open hole, and then you can stick your pinky in one side of it about an inch in. Now that's all closed up and it's smaller, and there's no opening around it at all. So it's healing up very well. But if I get someone to come out 3 times a week and take care of Tracy for 8 hours a day, I can go help Josh, or I can go fall asleep, or I can go work on something else. That would be appreciated. That's what I'm working towards. That's what I would really like.
And we got James Lazarus for $6. He said, "Koi, koi, koi." So drink up.
Consume 3 times, guys. Thank you, James.
We got I Hate Stupid People for $5. Said hashtag Team Tracy, hashtag No Skip Squad.
Yes, yes, love her. Love her.
All right. We got Miss Leslie for $2. What's the latest on your TV show?
I haven't heard nothing about that for a while. The last we heard was the show that was, or the production company that picked us up and gave us a $10,000 bonus signing thing, which we've never seen. Something happened during the COVID that their company broke up, and they're passing us on to some other company. Our entertainment lawyer then called me and says, I'm going to start shopping you to other places because these people are taking too long. And that's the last I heard. Thank you for bringing it up. I'm going to call our entertainment lawyer tomorrow.
Right. Next up, we have Colin Doyle for $50.
Wow.
He did not say anything. So thanks, Colin.
Just wanted to donate. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Colin. That's amazing. You know, you're good people.
I hate when that happens. So Von Yinzer for $5. He said, "Wait, tell me you got to enjoy the Church Brewworks IPAs before you started the new diet." Koi. They're actually out there in the fridge being very, very chilled right now, and I'm going to have them on Sunday because Sundays are my cheat days.
Sunday's his cheat day. He can cheat 1 day a week. So they're sitting there waiting. Calling his name.
So thanks again.
Thank you, Vanya.
I'm looking forward to
man,
them.
Bro.
Ray Leslie for $5. He said, "Fish Fridays rocks. Hashtag Koi. Hashtag Team Tracy."
She said koi. You must consume.
No, she said Koi.
Right.
You didn't get it.
Consume twice. Thank you. Thank you, Ray Leslie.
Redneck Aquatics for $5. He said, hashtag Team Tracy. Love you guys. I watch every video, sometimes twice. Koi, koi, koi. He's on a mission tonight.
Yeah, he
Everyone
is.
consume.
Consume, guys, 3 times. This is my last cup. I can't drink past this because I have to take care of Tracy, but you keep making me drink like this, it'll be gone.
And we're already 10 minutes past, so we're going to wrap this up. But we're not even through all the chats yet, so I'm trying to... Actually, that was the last one. So we're going to answer a few more questions. So let's get some questions in the chat, and then we're going to sign off for the night, guys. So questions.
Because we love you guys.
We are looking. So we got Just Shrimp Granny for $5. Said, "Tell your lawyer to call Netflix. We need a better animal documentary." Also, Koi.
Have they seen the thing about the Georgia Aquarium? I mean, they do a documentary on the Georgia Aquarium, which is basically like more than what they would do here. But the Georgia Aquarium goes out and rescues like orcas and stuff, and it brings them back, and it does all this, and then works with their animals too, and then shows you the penguins and the sea lions and all this. I mean, I watch it; it's great. I can't compete with them, the Georgia Aquarium. But if they want to do a show on us, we can show you how much we help the people, help everybody that comes over. You know, I always try. Like the last guy that come over to donate stuff to us, and he left here with 2 heaters and a light.
All right, so we have a question about how long till Odin gets moved. I've been pushing it back and pushing it back.
Should be this week.
He's ready to move, but
Yeah.
I want to move the Perun sharks out of inside the fish
with
room.
that. Yes.
And then we want to put him in there. But also at the same time, if I move the fish out of the 1,000-gallon into the Bellagio, I can then move the Platinum Arrow and the Pima into the 1,000-gallon tank for a little
Wait a minute.
bit.
You can move the Platinum and the Black Arrow into the 1800 Bellagio.
You know we can't.
Why?
Because we have clown loaches and smaller fish
Oh,
that are
smaller.
going in the
Yes,
Bellagio.
they will try and eat them.
So we'll have the 1,000 open for grow out. So it just keeps being jumbled. Do I want to put them in the pool now? Do I want to put them in the 1,000, have them on display? What do I want to do? So I just keep pushing it back. It will happen soon. So just bear with us.
You gotta love this guy.
Alrighty.
Will you help me out? Need Fred post?
Read previous posts. I don't know what your previous post is. I'm sorry.
We don't have a way of searching that, Lori. Go ahead and repost it so we can see it.
So we have Metalhead Prime for $5. He said, "Koi!"
Consume, guys.
And we got Colin Doyle for another $50. He said, "I forgot. Koi,
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 koi."
koi. That's hilarious.
You're
Colin, you're
awesome,
amazing.
man.
Consume 3 times, guys. I think I'm going to be finished after this one.
Uh-oh, we got Their World Aquatics for $10. He's
That's
taking
Slow
on the
Joe
name.
here. He took it on.
Slow Joe
If
here.
you guys have seen our videos, you saw Bearded Fish Keeper go, "Slow Joe, we have fish in the tanks." Because he's got these tanks all the time talking about it, but he never gets fish in and never gets it done. Now he's finally, acclimated to us, and he's calling himself Slow Joe.
All right, so right above the question about if we ever consider rescuing saltwater, do you have someone else that does? We have Slow Joe here for $10 that picked up the snowflake moray eel rescue 2 hours ago. All is good. So
Awesome.
I got a call maybe 2 weeks ago about a moray eel that wanted he needed to have rescued. So as you guys know, Joe is going to be our saltwater division
connection, yes.
of OFR. All of our saltwater rescues are going to him.
He's known as Slow Joe Aquatics.
So yes, we do rescue saltwater. We do have places for them to go. And if they do happen to be larger, Joe can at least hold them until we can figure out where we can go ahead and rehome them, whether it be zoos or aquariums, anything
Public
like
aquariums,
that.
yes.
But we are trying to dive into both ends of the spectrum. We help him out. He helps us. We make the whole community a better place.
Right.
So
We're
thanks,
here
Joe.
to help
now
anybody.
get that tank running. Now I know he started working on the 900 again.
Wait. He still hasn't got the 1,000 up. He still hasn't got the 720 up. Now he's got a 920 he's talking about.
720's been up.
Oh, it's up?
Yeah, he's working on 1,000 now, but he's breaking ground on the 900 now too.
Okay. So this is why we call him Slow Joe Aquatics.
But much love there. All right. We have I Hate Stupid People for $5. He said hit that, or she said hit that like button, y'all.
Yeah, she said.
Koi, koi, koi.
Wait, I can't consume that much. I'm almost out. Consume, guys. Koi.
Right, let's see if they got their question back in. I want to make sure I'm getting some other questions in here. Will you guys have any sterlets in your pond? Got a 24-inch black and 24-inch albino. Mine look like little sharks.
Yes,
Eventually,
I love
yes.
them sterlet. Yeah.
But we've always
the
tried them.
Diamondback ones were awesome.
We've always tried them, and tropical. You can have them good and going for a couple years. We didn't want to try sturgeons again until we had the right environment.
Which is a cold water tank.
Correct. So they could be in, the pond out
Once we put
back.
the pond out back, we're going to get a bunch of different sterlets, diamondbacks, and what was the other one we liked?
Just them two.
Just them two.
Yep. Now, if you really wanted to, I'd say a beluga, but we can't handle that. Alrighty, more questions. Sorry, guys, I'm reading and scrolling here. Can we adopt fish from the OFR? Yes,
of course,
you can.
anyone can.
We always have fish available for adoption. You let us know what size tank you have, and I will let you know what we have for adoption.
Well, everybody's size is different. Hey, I'd like some big fish. Well, what size tank you got? I got a 55. So a big fish to you is 6 inches. Yeah. Okay. When we say big fish, we're thinking 3 or 4 foot. Okay. So you gotta, if you write us a letter and tell us, I've got a community tank I want to fill. I've got a predator pond I want to fill. I've got a predator tank that's 300 gallons I want to fill, but I don't want to have to get rid of fish in a year. Let us know what you got. You can't just say a big fish, because everybody's idea of a big fish is different.
So we have Lori L, and she commented in with her question. She said, regards, we need a fish rescue in DeLand, Florida, 1,800 gallon pond. I do have 3 different locations in Florida that they can be sent to.
Yes.
You send us a message on Facebook, give me a little bit more details, size of fish, what they are, and I will get you in contact with the closest person by you.
We have 3 people in Florida.
We will make it happen. So get a hold of us, and we shall make that reality.
Mark Edmond says, "Slow Joe, laughing out loud." I love that.
Part 12 coming. Oh, come on, Joe. Let's get it up.
Joe, you got to come up with some original names. It's been 1,000 gallon, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Come on, son. Let's get this done.
Alrighty. So, question. I was wondering if you guys are going to put a background on the Bellagio tanks. Funny story.
Ooh. Do we not tell them, or should we tell them?
Go ahead and tell them. We told them we get.
I have 60 foot of color changing lights that remote control. Now, my idea was it's a white wall. I can put these color changing lights on the back of the tank pointing at the white wall, and then I can turn them all blue, all red, all green, all yellow, all white. Or I can have them chase, or I can have them fade to the next color. I thought that would be great because the tank's so colorful. We haven't tried it yet. They're out there, and we're getting ready to set that up. But we've got an offer from Willstar7.
Yep.
He wants to pay for the Bellagio backgrounds. He says any picture we want, he can have blown up into a 4 foot tall by 20 foot long, what do you call it? Banner.
Basically a vinyl banner.
Vinyl banner.
Print whatever we want on.
And we can do this, but it has to be an HD, picture, and we're going to look into that too. So we're still open on the backgrounds, but that was going to be our big surprise to you guys, having the lights color changing and all that.
Adele said, "Oh my God, Joe, sheesh, just get it done."
Slow Joe.
Alrighty, so
hey Joe, we really do love you though. Seriously.
He's actually supposed to be stopping over and picking up some K2 media soon.
Is he?
Yes. Alrighty. It looks as though the questions are dying out. Don't let us go so soon, guys. Thanks for the answer about the background. You guys are the best. There was one other question up here. I'm trying to find it. Which actually someone just answered. Pleco for hard water. And they chimed in. Bristle nose seem to be fine in hard water. That's kind of a hard question. I'm not too big of a pleco guy, so I'm not going to try and, smooth over an answer with you guys. I'm just going to, put you on to our people who are into plecos and like them. Go ahead and give them suggestions in the comments. We kind of keep our water right in the middle, not too hard, not too soft. So we never really.
7.2 is what I would suggest never chasing your pH. If your pH is 7.2, acclimate your fish to it and leave it be. Otherwise, you'll be forever fighting pH, trying to fucking. Ooh, I swore. I'm sorry. Trying to bring it up to the pH that it should be, and then always doing this buffering stuff and fighting and constantly fighting your water. Let your fish acclimate to your pH and let it be. That's all there is to it.
So we have questions of asking, how is Tesla? Tesla is doing great.
Yeah, he's eating good, doing great.
He actually scares the crap out of me every time he eats. Because as soon as
not
he hears,
the ultimate fish keeper.
As soon as he hears that lid coming, he like jumps out the water. He knows food's coming, and it's quite fun. But he makes you jump back a little bit. Said you missed one about dude moved his big bass in a pond and they won't eat. Problem with big bass. Yes, the only thing you can do is give him time, but moving big bass is one of the worst things you can possibly do. We've had bad luck moving big bass. Everyone else that I've known has had bad luck moving big bass. You want to get them into their pond and leave them be. Big bass stress out way too hard, and they sometimes they die, but that I've seen them go on strike for 3 weeks at a time after being moved. So if you're not past that point, I would not get frantic. Just give them time.
Give them time.
So we got Dave Pfeiffer for $5, and he didn't say anything. So thank you, bud.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it, brother.
Patty said before I get to the next bar, I really hope there's over 400 likes on this live stream. Dang it!
I love you, Patty.
We have Their World Aquatics for $10. He said, "Serious question: did the kid pick up, or are you delivering the Dwight Howard tank?"
Good question. Good question.
So,
the people that won the Dwight Howard tank, that was Clarissa Palermo and her son Joe. They decided to sell it. And I told them, if you keep it or donate it to any place around you, we will keep our word that we will show up and help deliver it. But if you want to sell it like they wanted to, then the seller has to show up, pick it up, and take it. It's not on us no more. So she decided to sell it. This is where we're sitting. The money's still in the account. I haven't thanked Greg Woodstock for the money or nothing like that because it's sitting there just in case we have to show up. So we're waiting, and when we get definite word that it's being sold, we can either take the money and we're going to use that to build the back deck pond, or we're going to use that money to show up and help them build and hook it up. So we're in a wait state right now. Just waiting on Clarissa Palermo. We love you, Clarissa.
Alrighty. Can you guys keep game fish like walleye, northern park, largemouth, smallmouth bass, etc.?
Here's what I've heard about that. You can keep...
Why did we just go blurry?
I don't know. You can keep game fish. Give me this. Here's the thing about it. Game fish are... What do I say? Okay, you're allowed to keep the fish that are game fish as long as you don't exceed the daily limit. Like if your daily limit for bass is 6, you can't keep more than 6 at your house. Let me go to this webcam here.
Alright, so while he's doing that, I'm going to catch up.
Video.
We got Michigan Tropicals for $5. He said, how are the albino iridescent sharks doing? They're actually doing good, and we are getting ready to move them out of quarantine, basically.
Okay, here's the focus is back on. I got that fixed. Let me go here. Okay, so now, any game fish, as long as you have your daily limit, under the daily limit, you're allowed to keep them at your house. So if your daily limit on striped bass is 4, as long as you got less than 4 at your house, you're not in trouble with anybody. You're good.
So I'm afraid the camera's not going to refocus until we restart the program right now because we're already streaming.
We're good.
That is blurry as all. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll be right back.
So, yes, the albino sharks are being moved out of quarantine, and they will be moved here in the next day or two. Actually, probably tomorrow, most likely. Then we got Von Yinzer for $5. He said going to have to figure out how to get Adele to the OFR barbecue. Koi, koi, koi. Hashtag Team Tracy. We have been discussing and figuring out ways to get Adele here, so we will surely figure that out, and soon. Now, we have Sue Ann Campbell. Welcome to the members. I am sorry about that camera again, guys. I keep looking at it myself, and it keeps throwing me off, but we are going to wrap it up for the night, but we have Liz Dregney for $20, and she didn't say anything. Yeah, this chat's starting to screw up, too.
How's that?
It keeps, like, jumping around, and there's, like, chats not popping up. I see them up top in this top bar, but not in the actual chat room. So,
okay, well, let me finish this focus. See, the focus already went back up.
Yeah,
Let me move it down.
There you
There
go.
you go. Apply. And then boom. So now we're back. We're focused good. Now, what's the next chat here?
I got through
Mystery
all
and
these.
Tropicals?
Yep, I got that.
Hey, what's up, Michael? All right,
Got
Vine
down.
Yinzer,
Got that.
Susan Campbell.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then you're caught up.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're back to, I'm sorry I had to go,
You left the door open. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, close the door.
It's your fault. But I don't know. I have stuff to do, so I am going to get off here for the night. I'm going to call it a night. It was fun. We've been on here for an hour and a half. You guys are all...
Wait, who's the next one after us? Is Stephen Conroe from SC Aquatics still going on Friday nights?
I believe so.
So he's the next live stream?
I do believe.
Michigan Tropicals throws in a high ridge. What's up, Mike? I love you, bro.
Alrighty. So, with that being said, I'm going to sign off here for the night, guys. I've got other
Adele
stuff I
says
have
close
to do.
the door.
Yeah. So, are you staying or are you getting off too?
Yeah, I got to go back to Tracy, so
That's what I thought. So,
love you guys.
I enjoed hanging out. It was a fun
This was
Friday
great.
night.
Let me finish my drink with you guys.
We shall see you next Friday. And as always,
Stay fishy, my friends.